Family, what's up, y'all? Face with ya. Figured I'd check in today, see who all's in here, answer a few questions, tell y'all a little bit about the events we got coming up. For those that don't know, we had changed the days on our events a couple times, mainly because of some pro fights we had scheduled with Elijah and a few others. But now we're back to doing the first Saturday of every month. Let me see if the comments are pulling up. My bad. Here we go. See if we get people up in here. What's up, man? Davon, John Ricks, what's up? Trip Rippo, what's good? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Man, I just wanted to check in with y'all and talk a little bit, answer some questions. So if y'all got questions or comments, go ahead and ask them and I'll do my best to answer. Hey, shout out to the Ukraine. Comments are coming in quick, y'all. So Wing C, hey, y'all tell Wing C, is he not the most entertaining fighter we've ever had? Tell the truth. The dude's a character. Josh Cutts, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Connecticut, Sped War 860. Tom Lewis said, what's been your personal favorite fight? So this is a throwback. And a lot of people don't like heavyweight fights. Me personally, I like it because a lot of damage gets dealt out quickly. But back in the day, we had a fighter named 5 Cent. He was from PA. He was the first fighter to ever travel from out of state to fight with us. Big guy, and he was a state champion wrestler. He fought a dude named Red Baron, who just looked like this big lumberjack, real muscular, cut up, and they went to war. Never went to the ground, surprisingly. They just traded blows and fought, but it was a good fight. After that, I would have to say, damn, there's been a lot of good fights, y'all. A lot of good fights. It's kind of hard for me to decipher which ones are my favorite, but Vandal versus Ja. If you on the channel and haven't seen that, go through our videos and look up Vandal versus Ja 2. Not the first one, the second one. Panda Reviews. Hey, Scarface, I have my fight coming up in 2 weeks. Got any advice? Are you fighting MMA or boxing? Either way, I would say to you, try to stay calm. Don't overthink it. Make sure you hydrate and eat good leading up the few days to the fight and listen to your coaches, man. That's the best advice I can give you without knowing you. Davon, shout out to Vallejo in Sacramento. Shout out to Cali in general. I love Cali. Let me see if I can get down through here. Panda Review said he's fighting in boxing and he's a super heavyweight. Well, hey, brother, listen. You know with the super heavyweights, one shot can end it at any time. So don't be trading punches. Keep your guard up and be technical, you know. Revere Steele said, when y'all coming to Arizona? So the West Coast, Street Beefs West Coast, kind of does the Arizona thing. We, as the OG yard, usually won't travel out there. But I've been wanting to make an appearance for a while, and I just haven't. But we may do that soon. Shout out to AZ. I used to live in Phoenix on Indian School Road. Let's see. My bad, y'all. I'm just reading here. Sip and Brew said, I'm sure you've answered this question multiple times. I'm very curious. Where did the scars come from? So I tried to get my brother out of a house fire. And when I was getting him out, I got trapped. And you can see it burned me, real good. I had over 100 surgeries, and it got me good, I was in intensive care for a long time and on the burn unit. So that's how that happened. Buzz, I can't read your name. When is Death Sentence making a reappearance? So that's my dude. Death Sentence actually has been going back and forth with somebody online for a while. And I think he's coming out in our next two events. Death Sentence is a character, y'all. You gotta love the guy, you know. Shout out to Death Sentence. Trip Ripper said, how do I go about challenging someone to a beef fight? So, listen, call them out respectfully. Tell them that you want them to come to Street Beefs. If they're receptive, if they say, yeah, I'd be down for that. You let us know, then we'll reach out to them and we'll mediate the whole thing and get you guys together. Do not do it in person, okay? I tell everybody this, do not be running up on somebody and challenging them to Street Beefs, a simple message, something like that, and be respectful, even if you got a beef. I know that's hard. Let's see. Christmas, I'm so glad you brought this up. He says in the ring, there needs to be a fighter, ref, that's it. We see this a lot in the comments, okay? But here's what I say to people who say that. Before I get to why there's so many in the ring. Name me a time where you've seen a fight severely altered because there was multiple people in the ring. And here's the funny thing. The fighters never complain about this. Never. We have never, ever had a fighter complain that there's multiple people in the ring. Y'all, that was Esteban right there. Hopefully you guys are still on. So listen, never had a fight altered by multiple people being in the ring. It's never happened, okay? But here's the deal. I've said this many times. We're not professional referees, okay? A lot of our refs are volunteers. So we have the ref in the ring, then either myself or Esteban watching the ref just to back things up in case they miss something, in case somebody's got a bad angle on a choke and they're not seeing it right. We're about fighter safety, okay? These refs are not professional. Lastly, then there's 4 cameramen, all right? Now you may say, well, why don't you attach the cameras to the ring? We want to give you guys the best angles. So we got 4 mobile cameras going around getting the best shots, okay? When the fighters start complaining about too many people in the ring, we'll make a change. Let me get on down here. Jig said, you said Phantom versus Jaw? No, Vandal versus Jaw. And it's the second fight. Check it out. Hey, Brad Davis said the Walmart Dana White. Listen, I've heard Dana Brown. I've heard the Walmart Dana White. I've heard all kinds. Come on, man. Because I'm bald. Is that it? And here's the most, hey, listen, the most creative one, Ronnie Simpson said Streetbeefs. We've never heard that before. You are so creative. Now let's go on down. Josh Cuts. Would be good to see a pro view, maybe attached to the ref like PFL. So back in the day, we used to have a GoPro attached to the ref. Truthfully, we didn't perfect it, so we weren't getting the best angles, and I think that's why we stopped it. But we may go back and give that a try since you guys are asking for it. Dame the Magic Dragon said, nah, the refs did a good job of keeping me safe. Big respect to them, and they didn't get in the way at all. They did a great job, cameraman and ref. Well, there you go, guys. There's a fighter telling you that they're not affected by the people in the ring. Sometimes fans just kind of look for stuff to complain about. George said, you still hosting fights in Virginia? All up and down the East Coast, buddy. We're all over. And if you want to sign up, brother, everybody's welcome. You can hit us up on Insta, etc. We love to have everybody. Kissimmee, Florida, what's up, Bolivian Beast? How you doing? John Flagger says, does Baby Hawk still fight in your promotion? He does not. Baby Hawk is a professional now. Few guys have went pro from Street Beefs. Big Smile actually was the #1 ranked fighter in Virginia after he went. Memnon Warrior went. He retired now. He didn't succeed as much as he wanted to. Reckless Rico is doing real well as a pro. Let's see. It's a bunch of them to name. Venom Black went pro. Bad News went pro. I'm going to forget some people. We had a lot of guys go pro. Let's see. On some real shit, I genuinely like seeing Death Sentence unlock his hidden potential through his speed. So let me remark on Death Sentence real quick. You know, you guys got to understand, he's coming in with no training. But I think if he trains and stuff, he could get better. You know, a lot of people kind of take him as comedy, but the guy is serious. He wants to do better, and we support him, you know. Josh Cutts says, always wondered what you guys get up to when you're not running Street Beefs. All I do is fish and go to the gym. You know, I fish more than I probably should. I'm in catfishing season right now, so, and I watch the NFL, huge Ravens fan. Listen, if you guys did not see that game, Baltimore versus Cincy yesterday, you missed out on a classic. Real talk. Lamar Jackson's the truth. Let me see here. Guys, I'm going to take like 2 or 3 more, and I'm going to bounce because Esteban's waiting on me to call him. John said, are we ever going to come to Philly? We are. We are going to come to Philly. We're actually looking this fall to try to make it up there. Let me see. Ronnie Simpson said, who want to catch these hands? Blah, 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 blah. He said, I'm trolling and I'm kind of soft, so don't take me seriously. We're not, Ronnie. Don't worry. Let me see. One Sniper Boss says, do you guys do any kickboxing or BJJ? Yes. Basically, when a fighter comes for signups or for matchups, they can say, hey, I'd like a BJJ match. I'd like a kickboxing match. And we'll try to accommodate them. We'll ask all the other fighters, hey, who's interested in this? So every event, we usually have at least 1 or 2 pure kickboxing matches or a BJJ match. Mega Gym Boss, I'm going to make this my last question I answer because this is a big one. Guys, you need to hear me on this. Mega Gym Boss said, oh, look, hold on, I want to show y'all my son with his loud-ass car pulling in. This dude did a muffler delete on this Challenger, pulling in loud as hell. Say what up to Street Beefs.
Yo, what y'all got going on?
I'm going to answer one last question, I'm out. Hey, listen, y'all. I want to answer this last question. He said, where's the old school beef fights at? Okay. We got a lot of beef fights that you guys don't even realize are beefs. And I'm going to tell you why. Please try to follow me on this. Well, I won't say a lot, but we got beef fights that we don't list. A few times we've had beef fights, and we've listed the details. I'll just give you one example. One guy was fighting another guy because he slept with his wife. So they fought, and it was in the Washington Post. Well, he had people hitting him up like, oh, so this guy sleeps with your wife and you fight him and now you're cool? That's crazy. So it kept the beef going, okay? So now we're kind of sketchy about releasing details on certain beefs because people use those details and keep the beefs going and stir it up, okay? Now, in some cases, we'll ask the guys, hey, are you okay with us putting your details out here? And they're okay. In the end, we're not just doing this for entertainment. We're doing it to solve the beef, and we don't want to keep that going. Listen, guys, I'm going to click out. I appreciate you guys don't know the best fan base on planet Earth. Nobody's better. We love y'all. Thanks for your support. Sorry my voice is always hoarse. Oh, I'll answer that last thing. People always ask about my voice. You see, I have a tracheotomy. I was stabbed in the throat when I was 16. It messed my voice up. So, you know, with the damage that was done and with the tracheotomy, that's why a lot of times my voice sounds like it does. I don't know if people think that I smoke. I don't. My voice is just damaged. Listen, I love y'all. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. No fan base better. We'll see y'all soon. Big event coming.